Welcome back to E.J. McKean Memorial Field. Greg Hing along with Dave Wagner. Menomonie kicking off the Tomah Division II Level 3 football. The winner will play either Ashwaubenon or Pulaski. And the winner of that game will go on the state tournament in Madison at Camp Randall. Hardug kicking off from Menomonie. Tommy Sayer hit hard as Sayer. And there you can see already, Dave, the Menomonie intensity. Tommy Sayer, after a short return, talked with Bill Spires before the game. He said, hey, we got nothing to lose. Look for the Tomah Indians. The run, yes, with Bramwell and Houston, but I think you're going to see us open it up a little more, throw the ball more. And as Bill Spires said, why not? What do we have to lose? Exactly. Plus, the way the teams like to stack the line against Bramwell, you need to open it up to give him some room. TJ Bramwell for a short gain. Bramwell, of course, at fullback. The other running back is Jairus Houston. Mark Zilmer, your quarterback. Justin King at tight end. Tommy Sayer, Andy Brenninger, Nick Betts in the game now. We'll see these guys. We'll also see Matt Dunn on offense. The line, J.J. Kramblett, Scott Whitsett at the tackles. Travis Scholze at center. Ryan Winchell, Eric Von Hayden at the guards. Gain of call it 1 for Bramwell. Second down and 9 for Tomah with Matt Dunn in motion. And they run again. Big haul for Houston. Jairus Houston. Jairus inside the 40. Jairus Houston inside the 20. Down to the 10. Dave, we have said all year long, Bramwell gets the attention, well deserved, but Jairus Houston has had a very quiet season. Huge run right there. Absolutely huge. Lucky Menomonie, somebody was able to get back there and run him down. Would have been 6. Bramwell, maybe a half yard, no more than that. Mickelson running him down from behind. And now, Dave, you need to get the ball in the end zone. We've had a lot of drives bogged down inside the 20 of the opponent. Big run by Houston. Need to get 6, though. Yeah, you really do. You got to gain, get the edge here, get up on them, and you get the confidence going. You get them reeling just a little bit early, and that big run by Houston has done just that. Second and long, Tomah. Bramwell again, right side, TJ to around the 5 goes Bramwell. 10-yard line goes Bramwell. Third down and long for Tomah coming up. Sure, Dave, looking at 2-down territory right here is Tomah. Sayer in, Betts out. Yeah, I would think so. Depending on if you get it a long third down, you may see a field goal attempt, but you certainly would like to get the 6 here, keep the drive going. Third down and 7 for Tomah at around the Menomonie 10. Set up on a long run by Jairus Houston. Here's Mark Zilmer with a man open. Caught, but nice coverage by Menomonie. He had Tommy Sayer open, but Eric Mickelson got there in a hurry. Sayer was open. And Zilmer getting it there in great coverage by Mickelson, making a sure tackle on Sayer. Yeah, he had to get rid of the ball maybe a little before he wanted to because of the rush. But I'll tell you, had he waited any longer, that ball may have been picked off. A big play the other way. Tomah will attempt a field goal. This will be about a 26-yard field goal, and now a flag on the play. Penalty on Tomah will cost them 5. Well, penalty is another problem the Indians have had this year. And you do not want to make mistakes against this Menomonie team. Jairus Houston's long run inside their 15, but then the Menomonie defense stiffens. Now this is going to be a longer field goal. About a 30-yard field goal attempt for Andy Nelson. and the kick is no good, and Menomonie holds the Tomah Indians. So Dave, you get the long run by Houston inside their 15, but then as good football teams do, their defense stiffened, and they hold the Indians, and now our defense gets a first look at their offense. Not a big offense, but a quick offense.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm not sure the 5-yard penalty would have mattered there. That kick was well short. Not a good kick that time by Nelson.
Running on first down for maybe a yard, no more than that. Eric Kinsella is the Menomonie quarterback, not a big kid, 5'10", 146, a senior. Dave, we talked about our team, 23 seniors, 34 seniors on this Menomonie team.
Yeah, and again, they dress an awful lot of kids, but that's an awful lot of seniors, isn't it?
Here's Kinsella looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Sayer on the coverage for Tomah. Tomah defense, Josh Eagleson, Aaron Mockler at the ends. Matt Dunn, Dustin Pollard outside linebackers. Nick Betts at middle linebacker. J.J. Cramblett and Eric Von Hayden at the tackles. Josh Wendrick and Tommy Sayer at the corners. Tyler Loudon at strong safety. And Joey Brisky at free safety. Third down at 9, Menomonie. 8:15 to go in the first quarter, no score yet. Menomonie Indians look at third down and long now. Looking with Kinsella to throw, and it's incomplete. 3 and out from Menomonie, and Tomah will get the ball back. Dave, we should mention right now, talking with Bill Spires before the game, Travis Mangine rolled his ankle in practice punting before the game. And I don't see Mangine on the sidelines. I know they iced it. So prior to the game, 20 minutes before the game, it was Mark Zilmer, who Tomah had figured would probably punt. High, short punt from Menomonie. Dropped by Houston, still loose. And I don't know if Tomah has it or not. Hopefully they do. I believe they recovered. And they did. And a big break for Tomah. That's another thing, Dave. You cannot make mistakes against Menomonie. To beat Menomonie, you really need to play almost error-free football. We've had one penalty, and like you say, I don't know if it really hurt us or not. Nelson's attempted field goal was well short anyhow.
Well, the only thing it can do is sometimes it gets in your head a little bit, the penalties, but I don't think it affected, that kick from 5 yards closer. Would not have been good, but you saw Houston telling Sayer, way to save me on that one.
TJ Bramwell, left side for about 5 for TJ. Under 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score yet. Tomah's had the better field position. Jarvis Houston broke off a long run on Tomah's first possession. Ran it inside the Menomonie 15, but then the defense stiffened, and Andy Nelson missed a 30-yard field goal.
And again, the offensive line opened a huge hole. You got to block no matter who's going to get the football, because they both got talent and they can both break the long ones.
Running again. Close to first down for Tomah with TJ Bramwell. Dave, this Menomonie team, 5 players, 200 pounds or bigger. Their biggest kid is 280, but he's a sophomore. So on paper, this is not a big Menomonie team, but they are quick.
Yeah, they're very quick. And again, though, with our size, you can wear them down, and that's what Tomah's done to a lot of teams this year. And again, they're moving the ball here in the first quarter, so hopefully that's a good sign for the fourth.
3rd and 1, Tomah, and that should be enough for a first down with Jarvis Houston. Tomah Indians taking on the defending state champion Menomonie Indians here at E.J. McKean Memorial Field. Under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score yet. Well, Dave, they're going to bring the chains in, but from here, I thought Houston had it easily. We'll see, though. Last we were given a lousy spot right here. First down by plenty.
Yeah, I didn't see the need to measure from up here, but again, sometimes he'll go by the knee, not where the ball was when the knee hit sometimes. But it looked like a good mark. It was first down for Tomah. They got the drive going with 2 straight first downs on this drive, and good drive and a good start to this game for Tomah.
Tomah on the 47, we'll call it the 47 of Menomonie. Running again, getting about 5 yards a pop right now is Tomah.
Noel Brenner in on the stop. About 4.
Call it a 4-yard gain for Tomah. The other thing, Dave, this Menomonie team, they can score a lot of points. Rice Lake, who we beat in the first round, they beat Rice Lake 50-15. They can score a lot of points, and obviously you want to keep the ball away from their offense. They're doing it so far.
Yeah, exactly. Ball control offense is what Tomah's been all about, and they're doing it here today so far.
Nothing there that time for TJ. Never got going as the Menomonie defense is there in a hurry. 3rd and long now.
Yeah, puts Tomah in a position they don't want to be, and that's 3rd and long. You know, they will run with Bramwell or really anybody out of this down and distance, but Menomonie coming through right there, really the first time today that they got into the Tomah backfield.
Bill Spires talked about we want to pass, but not in situations when we need to. Well, here's where we would think we would need to. Zilmer looking to throw. It's caught, but it's going to be well shy of the first down. Sayer on the reception. They needed about 13, and they get about 8, so.
Runner, one of them in there.
Well, Travis Mangine apparently.
6 on the play. We'll bring up 4th down and 5.
Little ice they put on it. Okay, so Mangine in the punt now. And as we said, Bill Spires said he rolled his ankle in practice before the game, and they didn't know if he would punt or not. Well, what a weapon Mangine has been this year for Tomah. Menomonie will get it back with 4:39 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless from E.J. McKean, Memorial Field.
42-yard punt.
Go back to that New London game, Dave, and I don't think too many people remember, but it was the Mangine punt, pinning them inside their 5. They give it up on downs, and we went on to score our first touchdown of the game. Travis Mangine has been a nice weapon for Tomah. Menomonie running, there's the best run of the game, running with Mickelson.
Mickelson on the carry.
Mickelson for about 5, and there's the best run of the game for the Menomonie Indians, who will do it all. Not one-dimensional day by any means. They will probably pass as much as they run.
Well, the first series they passed twice, ran once. They tried to use their speed that time, which you would expect them to do, to attack the corners with a lot of sweeps and pitches.
Now the Indians adjust to a wing team.
Cover! Fumble on the play. Loose football. Tomah football! Well, I don't know if Dustin Powell recovered it or Betts did. Matt Dunn apparently recovered the fumble, we've been told. Tommy Sayer now. If I'd have kept throwing names out, we'd have got the right guy eventually. At the 28 of Menomonie, turnover Menomonie, 1st and 10 Tomah. Dave, 3 times we've been on their side of midfield. Once inside their 15, and then missed a field goal. And eventually you have to take advantage of mistakes. Their first of the game. Inside their 30, 1st down and 10 Tomah.
Well, that formation that Menomonie used that time on offense, they had both running backs within about a yard of the quarterback, everybody in so tight, and I don't think it was a clean handoff. You had guys running into each other.
Jarvis Houston on the run for Tomah.
Houston on the carry.
Under 4 minutes to go now in the first quarter. Division II playoff football. Tomah taking on the Indians of Menomonie. Tomah 9-2 coming in, riding a 7-game winning streak. Menomonie 10-1 coming in. Their only loss to Eau Claire Memorial. 2nd down, 9 for Tomah, trying to take advantage of a fumble recovery. Here's Zilmer looking to throw, and he had him open, but he overthrew Brenninger by plenty. Did Mark Zilmer. But it wasn't because Brenninger wasn't open, Dave. Andy clearly had his defender beat. But Zilmer's pass, as you saw, well overthrown. 3rd down and long now, still at their 27.
Yeah, puts you in that 3rd and long again, which you don't want to be in, but they'll remember that play for later in the game, remembering that Brenninger was able to beat his man off the line of scrimmage, and Zilmer threw that just a little too early, a little too far, a little too pumped up on that play.
3rd and long, Tomah at the 27 of Menomonie. Here's Zilmer looking to throw again with time, and it's incomplete. Flag on the play. Pass interference coming up on Menomonie. And Dave, that's a big call, because if Sayer's not interfered with, he's not even close to where he needed to be for a 1st down. Big play for Tomah. And we talked about penalties. You cannot make penalties, as we have a lot this year for Tomah. Menomonie with a huge penalty on them right there. Pass interference. 1st down, Tomah, and the drive will continue.
Yeah, they had Sayer well covered, and that's a tough call. A guy diving to the ball that was thrown very low, and coming from behind like that. I'm really surprised to see the flag, actually. But as a defensive back defender, yeah, you got the guy pinned. He's not going to get the 1st down. No need to interfere there.
3:22 to go in the 1st quarter. No score yet. Tomah on the move, trying to take advantage of a fumble recovery, running with Bramwell. Maybe the line of scrimmage for TJ and no more.
Grushko on the stop.
Tomah's opening possession. Jarris Houston with a long run inside their 15. But eventually Tomah missed an Andy Nelson field goal. Andy missing a field goal of about 30 yards. 2nd time Tomah started inside Menomonie's side of midfield. Couldn't move the ball. Although they did pick up 1 1st down, and now trying to take advantage of a fumble recovery by Sayer. Under 3 minutes to go now in the 1st quarter. Here's Zilmer looking to throw again. Wide open is Justin King. And Justin to around the 7. And there's a flag on the play, and it's going to be on Tomah. Penalty coming up on Tomah.
Illegal shift.
Well, Tomah called for an illegal shift. That hurts Dave King with the reception. He'd had it inside their 10. 2nd down, 16 now for Tomah.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Well-designed play, I thought, that time. I haven't remember seeing that one from Tomah this year.
Here's Zilmer looking to throw. Zilmer gets it away, and it's incomplete. Well, that's another thing that Bill Spires talked about before the game, that they would put in a few things that we probably haven't seen this year. 3rd down and long now for Tomah. Started at the 27 of Menomonie following a fumble recovery. So this Menomonie defense is bent, but they haven't broke yet. And now Tomah looks at 3rd down and long, 3rd down and 16. Looking for Clint Christie. Christie fell down, and the pass well overthrown. Clint Christie, you saw him fall down at around the 15-yard line. And Dave, you got to believe we will not try a field goal right here. So the Indians will go for it on 4th down and 16. 2:03 to go in the 1st quarter. No score yet between Tomah and Menomonie, although Tomah's had the better chances. Sayer wide left, Christie wide right on 4th and long now. Zilmer looking down in the corner for Christie, and again he's wide open, but Zilmer's pass well over his head. So the Menomonie Indian defense holds again. And the Indians 3 times, Dave, twice inside their 20-yard line failed to get points. But every time we've had the ball, with the exception of the first time we started on their side of midfield, now the D has to go back to work.
Yeah, and you can't get discouraged because you're getting down there a lot like last week. Finally, you keep knocking on the door long enough, you're going to get in.
Running with House. Lucas House, 5'10", 174-pound senior.
Benson on the stop.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in the 1st quarter. No score yet between Tomah and Menomonie. About a 7-yard run for House. They look at 2nd and 3 now with their quarterback Eric Consella. Running some tricky right here for Turner. Turner wide open for Menomonie. Turner with Windwick to beat. First down, Menomonie. Beautifully executed. Turner was wide open, and a big play from Menomonie.
Wow, it really was. And again, like you said, Greg, the execution was just so crisp on that. Every handoff, throw back to the quarterback, all the timing was there. I mean, that's a play, obviously, that they've practiced and probably used before. And it really caught Tomah napping there. And they bit on the fake, the reverse, and it was the way it was drawn up. And then just a great job by Tomah to get back and prevent that from being a touchdown.
Craig Turner was wide open, as you saw. Menomonie now deep in Tomah territory, looking to break the scoreless tie. Mickelson on the run for Menomonie inside the 10. Goes Mickelson.
Brisky on the stop. 6 on the play. 2nd and 4.
Going around the 6-yard line of Tomah. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Windwick there for Tomah. Looking to run with Eric Mickelson. Should point out here, Dave, they have, like Tomah has, a very good field goal kicker. And El Hardung, who we may see if they don't get in the end zone right here. Half minute to go in the first quarter. No score yet, but Menomonie on the move. Here's Consella looking to throw in. He drops the ball. It was catchable. And now we'll probably see El Hardung come on to try a field goal from Menomonie. Tomah missed one earlier of 30 yards. This is not going to be quite that far. On a 27-yard field goal for Hardung. And the kick is good. So they take advantage of the big pass play to Turner. 3-0 Menomonie, 22 seconds to go on the Hagen Sports Network. Hardung will kick off now from Menomonie, leading 3-0 on his 27-yard field goal. Andy Brenninger on the return for Tomah, and Brenninger for a short return. Well, Dave, you're Tomah, you're down 3-0. You take away the long pass play to Turner, your defense has played well. And on offense, you had the Houston long run on our first possession. Zilmer's had receivers open, but he's overthrown them. So you have to feel confident, only down 3-0 late in quarter one.
Oh, absolutely. I think there's every reason to be confident. Played the whole first quarter on their side of the field. So we just got to try to regain the momentum that they got on that last drive with their one big play, and we can get that back, certainly.
Nate Cody on the stop of Bramwell after a quarter. 3-0 Menomonie on the Hagen Sports Network.
Quarter number 2.
Al Hardung's 27-yard field goal from Al Hardung. The difference so far is in the second quarter. 3-0 Menomonie leading Tomah. Tomah's had the ball every time they've had it. Eventually they've wound up on Menomonie's side of midfield, but have not been able to score yet. Running again with Bramwell. 3rd and long coming up.
Once again, Nate Cody, one of the men on the side.
3rd and 11 for Tomah.
Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Jarvis Houston kind of limping off the field right there. Let's hope that's nothing too serious. Dave, a big play in that New London game. Peterson on the run for them late in the first half. Tomah's going to take a timeout right here. Timeout Tomah. Down 3-0 to Menomonie on the Hagen Sports Network. Following the Tomah timeout, 3rd and 11 now. With the Tomah Indians at their own 30-yard line. Mark Zillmer with time to throw, looking for Tommy Sayer. Tommy's got it! Inside the 40! Goes Sayer. Dave Cruz on the coverage. Big play, Tomah.
Well, from up here you could see that one. Sayer really, you got the separation from the defender right at about the time Zillmer was letting that go, and you knew he just had to run under it, and the defender almost got back to get a hand on it, but great concentration by Tommy Sayer. Had he been able to keep his feet, he may have been able to outrun that guy to the end zone, but just a great job of concentrating to bring that one in.
Tomah on the move. Inside their 40 now. Running with Bramwell. Here goes TJ. TJ Bramwell. TJ Bramwell on the run for Tomah. Dave Cruz on the coverage on that pass play. Not a big kid from Menomonie. 5'5", 136 pounds. So Tommy Sayer did have the definite height advantage. And now Menomonie will take a timeout. Timeout Menomonie. 10:55 to go in the first half. 3-0 Menomonie, but Tomah on the move on the Hagen Sports Network. First down on the last run by Bramwell following the Menomonie timeout. Here's Bramwell again for Tomah. Flag on the play. And where that flag was thrown, you're guessing holding coming up on Tomah, and that's what it is. Looks like our good friend, I believe that's Graham Williams, one of the officials, former, get a shot of the guy, the head official. I believe that's Graham Williams, Dave, the, of course, former Sparta High School boys basketball coach. If he had his hat off, we'd know it was him, but I'm pretty sure that's Graham Williams. Holding on Tomah. Now all of a sudden, Dave, you look at first and long now. And we've been here, done this before. Something we talked about you cannot do against a quality team like Menomonie. Now you need to overcome first and long.
Yeah, you can't bog down your own drives with penalties over and over. Now Tomah's going to have to take their second timeout.
Another timeout by Tomah. You know, I guess one of the things forgotten in after that New London game was the fact that the New London game was Tomah's third game they'd played in 9 days. So as Wally Genevico said, there's some people on the roof across the street too, you know that's cool, but I guess we're assuming these people probably live there, right? Tell you what, I stopped here Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and there are already blankets that were down for people reserving their seats. 11 o'clock this morning, there was a lot of people here. Tommy Kern said that, I believe he told me we seat about 2,200 here, standing room only, and it's not quite that, but it's full to capacity. A lot of Menomonie people obviously have made the trip down. Second or first and long Tomah now. Zillmer looking to throw, and he's going to go down this time as Mark Zillmer. Zillmer goes down on the sack. Now it's second and even longer for Tomah. Tomah has to get just inside the Menomonie 10. And now they're back at their own 37-yard line. Second down and 27 for Tomah. And Dave, the other thing, we've used 2 timeouts. Hopefully that will not come back to haunt us. 10 minutes still to go in the first half, 3-0 Menomonie.
Well, you always like to save them, but if you really need them, and now a flag, and I think we're going to have a delay probably on Tomah. So what started out after the Sayer reception for a big first down for Tomah, they're giving all that yardage at least most of it back on penalties and 1 sack. So they're going to need a big play now to keep this drive going.
Sad part about it is, Dave, Menomonie has a great team, obviously, but they have not stopped us. We've stopped ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. We certainly have.
Houston, maybe a yard, 3rd and a ton coming up. Big pass play to Tommy Sayer. We had the ball at around their 20-yard line, and then penalty. Jarvis Houston with a big run earlier in the game. Eddie Nelson missed the field goal. Every time, Dave, we've had the ball, sooner or later we get on Menomonie's side of the field, but then we bog down.
This might be in a position right here where a reverse or a flea flicker or something. Try that. Little delayed to Bramwell, and wasn't actually a trick play, but it was a little bit something unusual, but not fooling Menomonie on that one.
Well, the Menomonie crowd down in front of us to our right excited, but I'm not sure why. Their team really didn't do a whole lot. Penalties really stopped the Indians right there. Travis Mangine will try to pin him inside their 10 now. Come with no pressure, and Mangine's punt. Fielded by Mickelson, and Mickelson hit hard after a short return. Justin King down there for Tomah. In case you've not heard, and we had it on the beginning of our telecast, TJ Bramwell was named the Offensive Player of the Year in the MVC. JJ Cramblett was named Lineman of the Year in the MVC. 8:40 to go in the first half. Menomonie by 3. Looking to throw right here as a man wide open. First down, Menomonie. Molnar on the reception. Eric Von Hayden, J.J. Cramblett, also first team on offense. Second team offense, Justin King and Jarvis Houston. Honorable mention was Tommy Sayer. And on defense, first team defense, J.J. Cramblett, Aaron Mockler, Nick Betts, Josh Windrick, Eric Von Hayden, Joey Brisky on second team. Kinsella to throw again, and it's caught. That should be close to a first down. And Josh Eagleson was honorable mention on defense. So the Menomonie Indians, Dave, will do a lot. They'll run, they'll pass, 2 passes, 2nd and 1, and you may see them pass again right here.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you can see things really starting to work. The execution is really crisp, and they're looking good.
Almost a mix-up right there, but it turns into a Menomonie first down. Dow on the run, although they nearly had a big-time mix-up right there.
First down for Menomonie. Ball into Tomah territory for 49.
So the Menomonie Indians leading 3-0. 7:40 to go in the first half on the move against Tomah. Running with Mickelson, and Mickelson the outside, and Brisky's got him. But another Menomonie Indian first down. And all of a sudden, Menomonie, Dave, seems to have taken it to another level.
Yeah, they really have. They're running to the line now, and that's the way we remember Menomonie from years ago when we played them in the playoffs. Running to the line, going on the first count most of the time, and doing things very sharp and crisp, and that's what they're doing now.
Running with Mickelson again. Mickelson still going for Menomonie. Nick Betts on the stop for Tomah. Powell also over there for Tomah. Running wide with Mickelson, first to the left, then to the right. And that quickly inside the 25 of Tomah.
It's almost like they said, we can't believe we're only 3-0 on this team. We gotta get it here, and we gotta get it quick, and it's almost like a hurry-up offense.
Turner split wide left. J.J. Cramblett on the stop for Tomah. Molnar on the run for Menomonie. 7 minutes ago in the first half, Menomonie led 3-0 at the quarter. On an Al Harnung 27-yard field goal. Eddie Nelson missed a 30-yard field goal, Tomah's first possession of the game. Tomah's had the ball inside Menomonie's end of the field every time they've had it, but have not been able to score, and Menomonie looking to add to their 3-0 lead now. Lot of room to the outside for Mickelson. Mickelson close to the end zone is Mickelson. Mickelson at around the 7. It looks like he stepped out. First and goal, Menomonie at the Tomah 7. Kinsella rolling, looking to throw as a man open, touchdown, Menomonie. But there's a flag on the play, and this is coming back. Holding on Menomonie. But you talk about a big turnaround, Dave. You get the pass from Zilmer to Sayer. You're at their 20-yard line, and then you have some penalties. Next thing you know, you're looking at first and long. So you go from their 20 to around your 20, and the momentum has really shifted now. Menomonie leading at the moment 3-0. Running with Mickelson, and Mickelson tripped up by Matt Dunn. And another flag on the play. I believe a flag went flying. Another flag on the play. Holding on Menomonie. So now they're doing what we did last time we had it. And again, very uncharacteristic of this Menomonie team.
But the way they're moving the football, you wonder if that's not going to be too much to overcome. Now, this will be an interesting decision here. Not a lot of gain on that one, either second and long or first and forever. You take your pick here.
Talking to Eric Von Hayden, and Tomah will take the penalty. 6:18 to go in the first half at the moment. 3-0, Menomonie leading Tomah. Al Hardung's 27-yard field goal late in the quarter, giving them the lead. Now it's first down and about 27 from Menomonie. Kinsella looks to throw, has a man wide open for a short gain. Dave Cruz on the reception from Menomonie.
He gets down to the 20.
Second and a ton still coming up for the Menomonie Indians.
I couldn't tell. Was that Von Hayden or Cramblett? It looked like probably Cramblett that almost was able to knock that ball down before it got out of the quarterback's hands.
Haven't been able to knock Kinsella down yet. I think we need to get to this kid. We've come close, but we haven't been able to sack him yet. Looking to throw here again as a man open. It's caught for a short gain. Molnar on the reception. Third and long coming up.
Third down.
Actually, Dave, this should be third and goal, should it not? Because they had it inside our 10. So it should be third down and goal at the Tomah 19-yard line.
Yeah, you're right.
5 minutes to go in the first half. Mickelson and Turner wide left for Menomonie. Menomonie looking to add to their 3-0 lead at the 19 of Tomah. Karras in motion, running straight ahead, and Tomah right there to make the stop. J.J. Cramblett on the initial contact. Mockler was also there. And Dave, they probably will bring Al Hardung on to try another field goal. But if you're Tomah, you've dodged a bullet. They had it first and goal at your 7. Maybe come away with 3, but it could have easily been 6 or more. This will be about a 35-yard field goal, and it is no good. So Tomah dodges a bullet. (3-0). It stays Menomonie leading Tomah. 4:14 to go first half. And keep in mind now, Dave, we had to burn 2 timeouts, so you only have 1 timeout left if you're Tomah, and you start at your own 20-yard line now. Running with Bramwell for a couple for TJ. Boy, the Tomah Indians, every time they've had the ball, have been inside Menomonie's side of the field at one time.
In on the stop, along with others. Gain of 2 yards on the play.
Down 3-0 Menomonie. 2nd and 8 coming up for Tomah. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half now. Tomah down 3-0. Nothing there for Bramwell. TJ Bramwell. Middlestat on the stop for Menomonie.
Loss on the play.
3rd and long coming up. Boy, Dave, you'd hate to give the ball right back to Menomonie, but that's what'll happen if you don't come up on 3rd down and long now. 3rd down and 12. Menomonie leading at the moment 3-0 over Tomah.
Yeah, you have, and we haven't really seen Tomah's kind of signature play with Bramwell, and that's those pitches, and whether they're banking, they're figuring it's the speed. There's going to be too much to, oh, there's a big hit there, incomplete the call, but I think Tomah knows their defensive team speed, not one you want to try to run too much wide, but I think we're going to have to give that a shot here before too long.
Andy Brenninger, even if he catches that ball short of the first down, heck of a hit by Menomonie. And now Menomonie, with 3+ minutes to go in the half, will get it back with Travis Mangine on the punt. Cruz on the return from Menomonie. Looking for a wall is Cruz. And he's still going as Cruz. Now the wall is set up. Cruz still going.
Over to the far sidelines, 40, Cruz, 35.
Flags everywhere on the far side. Well, I'll tell you what, it's Dave Cruz, Dave. 5'5", 136 pounds. But we couldn't knock him down, and then his wall developed, and flags on the far side now.
Well, yeah, we're hoping for a clip or something there, but really there wasn't anybody out there blocking by the time he got down about the 35-yard line, so I wasn't too sure that was going to be a clip. So, you know, they've got plenty of time here. That was a big break for them, but just great individual effort that time. Is the only thing that got him down there, because Tomah really had it well covered. It was a good punt. But you got to make those tackles. You got to wrap up, and Tomah didn't do that.
And now they're at the Tomah 15-yard line as they tack on the yardage on the penalty. Here's Cancelo pumping. Cancelo looking into the end zone. Broken up in the corner by Tommy Sayer.
2nd down.
Boy, penalties have been huge in this game for Tomah on both sides of the ball. And Dave, when you consider the penalties that have hurt us, really very fortunate is Tomah to only be down 3-0.
Well, they are, but without some of those penalties, you know, they could have had a touchdown lead as well. So things are evening out that way, I think.
Mickelson on the run from Menomonie. Mickelson, touchdown, Menomonie. 15-yard run from Mickelson. Set up on the punt return by Dave Cruz. And the penalty is following the return. And now they look to go up 10-0 on Tomah with 2:37 to go in the half. Hardon will try to tack on the extra point, and he will easily. 10-0 Menomonie on the Hagen Sports Network. Al Hardong taking off from Menomonie. They lead 10-0 now over Tomah.
They were offside.
Jarvis Houston on the return for Tomah.
Takes the 23.
You can hear everybody yelling offsides. They had a guy probably beat the kick by a step and a half that time, and I don't know why the refs didn't see that, but they didn't. But anyway, Tomah here has got time, but they're probably going to need one big run or one big pass play to get a lot of yardage in a hurry.
2.5 to go in the half. Zilmer to throw on first down to Brenninger. And Menomonie had that pretty well read, and there's nothing there for Andy. Menomonie was there in a hurry. Menomonie rolled over Logan in round 1. Rolled over Central in round 2 to get here. playing their third Mississippi Valley Conference team in the playoffs. And then the defending state champion, Division II defending state champion, Menomonie Indians, who last season beat Germantown in the championship game, leading the Tomah Indians by a score of 10-0.
Service Center and the Higgins Travel and Cruise Center.
2nd and 14 for Tomah. 2 minutes exactly to go now in the first half. Running with Bramwell. TJ gets some of it back. It's still going to be about 3rd and 7 coming up.
Nicholson.
Well, Dave, you're only down at the moment if you're Tomah by 10. So you have a lot of time. No need to panic. We're still late in the first half. But you need to keep the ball, I think, away from Menomonie. They get it back. They're going to try to score some more points here. Tomah stays on the ground. Bramwell well shy of the first down is TJ. Tomah hasn't scored, but they've had chances. Jairus Houston on a long run on the first possession inside their 15. And eventually Andy Nelson missed an extra point. Long pass play, Zilmer to Sayer last possession. Tomah had it at their 20. Well, Menomonie's really not convinced Tomah's going to punt right here. They have nobody back, and they knew what was going on. Did Menomonie? Dave, Menomonie had absolutely nobody back. Snap to the up man, Mark Zilmer. They had it covered perfectly. And I imagine there's some critics out there now watching this game. They're going to wonder if the Tomah Indians made the right call right there.
We'll know in about 51 seconds. If it doesn't cost you points, then it was a good gamble.
Well, Bill Spire said before the game, here comes the pressure, and he kind of went down on his own. Mockler was coming for Tomah. Loudon was there, Eagleson was there, but it looked like Consella lost his footing before we did get to him. Big play, though, lost for them.
Yeah, and going back to the fake punt call, you got to take those chances. I believe you're down 10-0 to the defending state champions on your home field. You got the ball in really good field position near the middle of the field. And, of course, Menomonie was thinking the same thing, but you only needed a couple yards. You got it out to Zilmer, who's a great athlete. All he needs really to do is get by one guy, and he's got the first down. He wasn't able to do that. But still, I think that was worth the risk, and being down 10-0, I think one you had to take there.
32 seconds remaining in the half. At the moment, 10-0, Menomonie leading Tomah. Al Hartung with a 27-yard field goal late in the first quarter put him up 3-0. And then Eric Mickelson with a 15-yard run earlier in this quarter. And a Hartung extra point. 10-zip Menomonie. 2nd and long at the Tomah 47-yard line now. Trying to run to the outside, and Tomah has it covered. Running with Lucas House.
Third down.
Interesting to see if they'll stop the clock right here. Clock continues to run. We'll be under 10 seconds to go in the half before they run this play. Triple receivers to this side. Looking to throw it downfield, and it's broken up by Joey Brisky. And at halftime, 10-0, Menomonie leading Tomah on the Hagen Sports Network.
Put them in the first spot.
What we're gonna do right here is go back. 5, 6, 7.
Let's do it. I don't think so.
Shake it up, 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 yeah. Shake it up, 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 yeah. Shake it up, 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 yeah. Shake it up, shawty, bounce it to the left, yeah. Bounce it to the right, yeah. Bring it to the front, bring it back, now you touch. Here we go, let's go, let's run. Shake to the left, then to the right. Let's go, let's run. Shake to the left, then to the right. Party, 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 party.
Welcome back to E.J. McKean Memorial Field. Greg Hagan along with Dave Wagner. 14-13. Tomah last week a winner against New London on this field. And right now the Indians down at the half day of the Menomonie 10-0. Andy Nelson is going to kick off. And if you think back earlier in that first half, you may recall we saw Jarris Houston limping off the field, and that may be why we see Andy Nelson kicking off right now.
Edition 2, quarterfinal game.
Check the sidelines to see if we can find Jarris Houston for you. Starting the second half, and Tomah only down 10-0 to the defending Division II state champion Menomonie Indians.
Brings it out 5 yards to the 34. Menomonie began 1st and 10.
Well, I do not see Jarris Houston on the sideline at all for Tomah. If he's down there, I do not see him, and I don't see him sitting on the bench either, so we'll keep an eye on that for you. Eric Kinsella, the Memorial quarterback, with a man in motion on first down. Kinsella wants to throw. Here comes the pressure! Eagleson on the sack for Tomah. 10th sack of the season for Josh Eagleson. Tops on Tomah.
He did a great job of just driving his guy right back into the quarterback who looked over here to his right, didn't see anybody open, and he had to kind of bring the ball back, but that gave Eagleson time. He just drove his man right back into the quarterback for the sack.
2nd and 20 now from Menomonie. Running with Mickelson to the left side, and Joey Brisky on the stop for Tomah. There might have also been a fumble. Tomah reacting that way, but apparently if there was, they either went out of bounds. It did stay in bounds, and apparently they recovered it. Josh Eagleson, Dave, honorable mention on defense. Unreal, this kid is not either first team or second team on defense. There's not a coach in the Mississippi Valley Conference that would not want Eagleson on his team. 10th sack of the season for Eagleson. Honorable mention, but I think the kid deserved better.
Well, I think definitely, of course, we see him every week. Other coaches only see him once during the year, but I thought that was pretty unfair. Tomah's defense coming out making a statement. We talked about it at halftime that the first drive of the third quarter would be huge with a 10-0 lead. If you let them go down and score that first drive, you're looking at a long afternoon. But Tomah's defense comes out fired up.
All set up with the first play of the game in the second half, the Eagleson sack. Jarris Houston is back with Sayer for the punt. On the Wagner punt. Sayer is not going to get anything. It's this Menomonie team. They do everything well. They cover special teams well. And Luke Wilsey down there for Menomonie. And the Indians, Dave, only down 10-0 to Menomonie. Get the ball for the first time in the second half. In case you're just joining us, Tomah had scoring opportunities in that first half, but we're not able to put the ball in the end zone. Get it for the second time to start the second half. First time Tomah with the ball now at their own 30-yard line. Not a whole lot there for T.J. Bramwell. Dave, the Menomonie radio guys on our left keeping stats. Obviously we're not, but first half they had TJ Bramwell. 14 carries for 18 yards for TJ. Coming in averaging 213 per game was TJ. Last game we lost was the Central, and they pretty much shut down Bramwell.
Yeah, we got to get him going, get him on track, especially if Houston can't play much.
Bramwell again, and again, nothing there for TJ. Nate Cody on the stop for Menomonie.
Third down.
Well, Jarvis Houston was back on the punt return. So Jarvis, apparently they don't want him kicking off those. Andy Nelson kicked off. 2 plays, 1 yard total. 3rd and long now. And Houston runs the right side for a couple, but it's 3 and out for Tomah. 3 plays, 3 runs. And Travis Mangine on the punt for Tomah.
Well, you know, we've seen Tomah early in the ball game go into the air, and obviously they're going to have to get that going again. They had some open receivers. It didn't appear as though they were doing a great job of covering these guys. So apparently, I think we're going to see Tomah have to open it up.
Heck of a punt by Mangine. It'll take a Tomah roll inside their 25-yard line. 10-0, Menomonie leading Tomah. 8:18 remaining in the third quarter.
3-yard punt for Mangine.
Al Hartung with a 27-yard field goal late in the first quarter to give them a 3-0 lead. And then Mickelson with a 15-yard touchdown run, which came after a punt return by Cruz and a couple penalties on Tomah, a penalty on Tomah, which gave him the ball at Tomah's 15. First and 10, Menomonie. Running with Mickelson. Not a whole lot there for Mickelson.
Maybe a 2-yard gain for Mickelson.
J.J. Cramblett on the stop for Tomah.
Again, real good penetration up front by the Tomah defensive line, and that's what they got to do to shut this running game down. And the offensive line has got to take control that same way for Tomah.
Gain of around 2 for Mickelson. 2nd and 8 for Menomonie. With Carrots in motion. Here comes the pressure. Eagleson coming with the pressure. And they get it away for a short gain. But again, Josh Eagleson forcing Consell to throw it sooner than he wanted to. And they'll look at 3rd and about 5 for Menomonie now. 7:20 and running to go, quarter 3. 10-0 Menomonie leading Tomah.
Yeah, Eagleson doing a great job there again. Really come unblocked and got on the quarterback real quick because that was a screen. They weren't able to get the blockers out in front of the screen the way they wanted to.
Consella looking to throw again, and it's incomplete. Looking for Molnar. 3 and out from Menomonie, and the Indians of Tomah will get it back now. So the defense has done its job here in the second half. Wagner to punt now for Menomonie. Tomah comes with some pressure. It's a high punt from Wagner. Fair catch signaled by Tommy Sayer. 7 minutes exactly to go in the third quarter. Menomonie, the defending state Division II champions, leading the Tomah Indians 10-0.
31-yard line.
Mark Zilmer coming in 2 today on the season. Zilmer had only thrown 51 passes on the season. 331 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 interceptions for Zilmer coming in. Tomah continues to stay on the ground. Bramwell for nothing.
Stop.
TJ Bramwell, 2,300 yards rushing, 31 TDs on the season coming in. And really, Dave, our biggest run has come, and it came early, the long run from Houston on our first possession. but unfortunately we were not able to score, and they've pretty much shut the run down. Have the Menomonie Indians so far.
Yeah, that's not a real surprise. A team of this quality, and you come in and try to just be one-dimensional, they're going to take that one dimension away.
Jarvis Houston trying to get outside, and they close the gap in a hurry on Houston. Chad Thomas over there for Menomonie. And the Indians look at 3rd down and 8 now. 6:03 to go in the 3rd quarter. At the moment, 10-0 Menomonie.
You hate to take the ball out of Bramwell's hands a whole lot either, because, you know, he's the kind of kid that, you know, you stop him, then all of a sudden he'll go 80 yards.
Well, we've seen it all year long. Here's Mark Zilmer looking to throw. Caught by Justin King. Justin King still going inside the 20. Justin King, 16th catch of the season, nearly outran Menomonie, and that quickly. Tomah inside the Menomonie 15.
Got to get points. Once again, big play by Tomah, but you got to capitalize.
And as you can see, nothing there for Bramwell. Menomonie stringing Bramwell on, and TJ hasn't had a lot working for him so far today. Big pass play, though, Dave, a moment ago. We've been here, but we haven't done that yet. You got to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, you certainly do, because this team, Menomonie, you can hit the big play against them. They don't panic. It doesn't really matter. You know, they're going to come out, they're going to play tough defense. They're going to make it awful hard to get into the end zone.
2nd and 14 now for Tomah. There's Mark Zilmer rolling. Zilmer looking. Zilmer throwing. Dustin King. Just a touchdown! Menomonie on the touchdown pass, Zilmer to King, and Andy Nelson will try the extra point now with Christie to hold. And the kick is good. 10-7 Menomonie on the Hagen Sports Network. 2nd and 14 now for Tomah. There's Mark Zilmer rolling. Zilmer looking. Zilmer throwing. Dustin King. Just a touchdown!
Well, great job by the Tomah offense that time. We talked about having to get it in the end zone. Big tight end Justin King, been a great weapon all year, but you got to give a lot of credit to, I'm not sure which offensive lineman it was, but they had a guy coming right up the middle, and somebody got it just enough of him to put him on the ground. It gave Zilmer time to get outside on the rollout to find King. So just a great effort by everybody on that play.
And we talked about Justin King, Dave. Second team all-conference on offense. Justin King, if there's a better tight end in the MVC, and we saw them all. But again, you know, there's only so many positions, so many kids. But Justin King is another kid that should have been first team offense as far as you and I are concerned. The best tight end we've seen in the conference and probably in this part of the state.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a good combination of size and strength, and you know, he's a good hands. Everything you want in a tight end, he's been there, and I haven't seen a better one.
Andy Nelson kicking off. And Menominee's lead is down to 3 now. Mickelson on the return for Menomonie. 10-7. Menomonie leading Tomah. Touchdown pass for Mark Zilmer. His 4th of the season. And Menomonie takes over with their lead at 3 now at their own 37-yard line. Looking to get outside, and there's some room out there. Running the reverse with Al Hartog. Well, the Menomonie Indians, with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, Wags, have found themselves in a game. Lead down to 3 against Tomah. 2nd and 5 coming up.
You have to keep the momentum on your side. You've worked hard to get it. You got to keep it now because this team will come right back.
First down, Menomonie. Lucas House picks up the first down from Menomonie. Well, Menomonie, 2 state champions in the 90s. Monroe has won 4 state titles. And as we talked about in the pregame, last 2 years we beat Monroe, but haven't found a way to beat Menomonie in the playoffs. And the Indians have them on the ropes, only down by 3 to Menomonie. First down, though, on the house run at their 47. Running again, same play they ran before, and nothing there this time. Flag also on the play, holding coming up.
Yeah, you could see that obvious holding call right there. Somebody, I'm not sure who it was on. It was possibly Mockler, I'm not sure, but somebody got knocked down there. They got up and got back into the play, and then the offensive lineman just had to hold him to prevent him from making the tackle back further in the backfield. So that was an obvious one. Ref's right on top of it.
10-7, Menomonie leading Tomah. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Menomonie led 10-0 at the half, but Tomah on a pass from Zilmer to King for the touchdown. Andy Nelson's extra point. 1st and a ton now from Menomonie. Consella wants the throw, and it's caught. Windrick on the coverage for Tomah. Dave Cruz on the reception. Big play from Menomonie. They pick up almost all they needed in one play.
Wow. It was a good hit to prevent that one from being a big play, but it was a big enough as it gets them right back into position here to keep their drive going.
Well, Dave Cruz on the reception for Menomonie. 2nd and short now. And they try to run wide with Cruz, and nothing there this time. Tommy Sayers got him this time.
I'll tell you one thing, Tommy Sayer has played one whale of a ball game, and so every time that there's a big play, it seems like his name's been mentioned today, and he's doing a great job back there.
There's another kid, Tommy Sayer, Wags. Honorable mention on offense. Are you kidding me?
It's unbelievable. You know, you get a team there that has done what Tomah's accomplished this year. You thought there'd be a few more honors.
He has to hurry to get away, and it's incomplete. And the pressure forced that one. Tomah will get it back, down 10-7 to Menomonie.
Yeah, great job. You got the pressure on, which was good because the guy was wide open out there. He had beaten the defender, and if he's able to lay that in there, that's a big gainer. But the pressure got to the quarterback, and he had to release early.
Standing room only at E.J. McKean Memorial Field. They're everywhere. They're in the bleachers, standing along the fence on the street, on rooftops. They're everywhere on top of trailers. High short kick. A fair catch by Tommy Sayer. And the Indians down 10-7. Will get the ball back. 2:10 to go in the third quarter. Down by just 3 to Menomonie.
And you got the crowd into the game, as you can hear. And they're on their feet. They feel the momentum has shifted. You know, we kind of owned the first quarter, although we didn't get on the scoreboard. They came back, kind of dominated that second quarter. But Tomah has come out, got the momentum back, and these fans don't want them to lose it.
Tomah starts at their own 23-yard line, down by 3 points to Menomonie. Staying on the ground is Tomah, and again, nothing there. Jarvis Houston that time. Brenner on the stop for Menomonie. 34 seniors on this Menomonie team. 23 on the Tomah Indians. 22 suited up with Dave Deckett out for the season. And the Menomonie Indians, the defending Division II state champions, with a 3-point lead on Tomah. 2nd and 9 now. Zilmer wants the throw, and Zilmer going to keep it now. Mark Zilmer Still going to Zilmer. Mark Zilmer! Mark Zilmer, touchdown! Andy Nelson will try to tack on the extra point with Christie to hold. And the kick is good. 14-10 Tomah, leading Menomonie now. 3-point lead on Tomah. 2nd and 9 now. Zilmer wants the throw, and Zilmer going to keep it now. Mark Zilmer. Still going to Zilmer! Mark Zilmer! Mark Zilmer, touchdown! Unanswered points in the third quarter by Tomah. At the moment, they lead Menomonie 14-10. Andy Nelson kicking off now. Cruz on the return from Menomonie. Cruz looking for a wall, and he's still going his Cruz.
Cruz returning from the 14-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what. Mark Zilmer, what was it, about a 65, 70-yard run. And the thing, Dave, that really amazed me is Zilmer outran these guys by plenty. And I didn't think Mark Zilmer was that quick, but he won the foot race easily.
He did. They might want to put that in the playbook. You knew he had the first down, but you had no idea it was going to go the distance. Great run.
Running with Mickelson is Menomonie. 14-10 Tomah, leading the defending Division II state champion Menomonie Indians. 1 minute to go in the third quarter.
Well, you got Bramwell, who's been really bottled up, and you expect them to come in there keying on him, and you know somebody else has got to step up, make a play somewhere along the line. And in this second half, so far, we've had several kids do that. 2nd
down and 6. Trying to run to the outside, and Tomah stringing it out pretty decent. 3rd and short coming up. Nicholson on the run from Menomonie.
Down and on the stop, on with Betts.
Mark Zilmer with a pass to Justin King for Tomah's first score to cut the lead to 10-7. And then a long touchdown run by Zilmer to give Tomah the 14-10 lead. 3rd, we'll call it a long 2 from Menomonie. And that'll be enough for Menomonie. 1st down. Running with House.
Holder on the carry.
6 seconds remaining in the third quarter. First down, Menomonie. 6 seconds to go in the third quarter.
First down, Menomonie.
They'll put the ball in play, and that'll be the end of the third quarter after 3 quarters. 14-10, Tomah.
14, Menomonie 10. And 12 to go.
We start the fourth quarter with Menomonie trailing Tomah 14-10. Here's Consella looking to throw on first down. Has a man wide open. That's Turner. Turner wide open. First down, Menomonie. Gain of 12. First down, Menomonie inside the 40 of Tomah now. Just started quarter 4. 14-10. Tomah leading Menomonie. 14 unanswered points in quarter 3 for Tomah. But Menomonie inside the Tomah 40, 1st and 10 now. Running with the counter with Michelson, and J.J. Kramblett's got a hold of him.
Also, Lodgett and Betts and Eagleson.
Tomah Indians looking to knock off the defending Division II state champion Menomonie Indians. At the moment leading 14-10. Little more than 11 minutes to go in the football game.
At this point now, you leave nothing on the field. You don't take anything with you. You got to leave it all there.
Here's Constella looking to throw, pumping to the right, nothing there. Throws it again, and I don't know if he caught it or not. Turner was over there. I don't know if I guess he caught it. We couldn't tell. Short gain. Big play here, Dave. 3rd down and 5 for Menomonie.
Yeah, it is. You don't want them to get too close, as they got the good field goal kicker, although they need a touchdown to take the lead. But we're just starting the 4th quarter. Get them, you got a chance to take the ball out of their hands right here, and you want to do it.
3rd and 5 for Menomonie at the 34 of Tomah. Consella rolling out. Consella's going to keep it himself, and I don't know if he got the 1st down or not. It's going to be a little bit short. If he didn't get it, he's not too far from getting it. 4th down coming up from Menomonie. 14-10. Tomah leading Menomonie. 4th and Dave, at least 3 coming up here. Big play.
They're going to take a timeout here because they got to make sure they get the right call. This is a big possession for them. They need to get themselves, they want to get down here, and they're in the ballgame, but they want to get down here and get the lead back, and they're not sure how many more opportunities they're going to have if Tomah can get the ball, put a long drive together, and take a lot of time off the clock. So, every play is big, and this was a huge one they're facing right now, 4th down.
10:22 to go in the game. 4th down and 3 from Menomonie. Deep in Tomah territory. Consella wants to throw, and it's intercepted by J.J. Kramblett. Galt Wags.
Incomplete pass.
Oh, it's called incomplete. Okay, but anyway, J.J. was right there. Tomah leading 14-10. 10-17 still to go. But they hold and they get the ball back and started around the 30, their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, and again, there's one of those plays that nobody can ever understand. You need 3-4 yards for the 1st down anyway. You send the guy about 1 or 2 yards downfield.
Hey, here goes Houston. Jarvis Houston, baby, the 49 of Menomonie.
Wow, and this offensive line, we talked about it having to take control back of the line of scrimmage, and maybe they're going to start doing that here now. The long run by Zilmer, that was pretty much on his own. He got outside there and looking to throw the football and just took off up the sideline. But, this offensive line hasn't opened a lot of holes here today, and a good time to do it now.
Tomah with the ball just on the Menomonie side of midfield. 10 minutes to go. Tomah leading 14-10. Fumble! And Menomonie football.
Fumble at the 50-yard line.
Right off the midfield stripe, Menomonie will begin 1st and
Well, the exchange appeared to never be there. Big break from Menomonie, starting now right at midfield.
Wow, yeah, you had the time going on your side and offensive line opening holes, and then you turn the ball over. That could really hurt here.
Here's Consella going down. Eric Von Hayden on the sack.
Well, this defense has come up big, and after a turnover, you want to come back and make a big play, and got a Tomah player limping there.
Yeah, it's Josh Eagleson, Emerson Olbrich in for him. There's also a flag on the field, Dave, right down here in front of the Tomah bench. And now they wave it off. 9:43 to go. 14-10 Tomah.
Yeah, that was a big, big sack. Like you said, after a turnover, your defense needs to come out and make a statement. They did at least on first down.
Second and long now. Here's Mickelson. They string Mickelson out, and Mickelson's going to get nothing. Nick Betts over there for Tomah. Another flag on the play. Penley on Menomonie coming up.
Well, I think that might be another one where you may want to decline it because he lost 2 or 3 yards at least on the run. We haven't heard a lot of Nick Betts' name mentioned today, but he got back there and there was some good penetration up front. He came in there to finish him off, and they will wave off that penalty.
So it'll be third down and at least 20. Third and 20. 9.5 minutes still to go. 14-10. Tomah leading Menomonie. And they look at third down and 20 now. Kinsella pumping long. Here comes the pressure. Gets it away, and it's caught. Sayer on the coverage. Sayer on the coverage for Tomah. Turner with a heck of a catch. 17-yard pickup. And it was Mockler putting the pressure on Kinsella. Heck of a throw, heck of a catch. And now they look at third down, fourth down and 3.
Well, that's what you do when you win state championships. You make plays like that when you absolutely have to have them, but they need another one here.
Fourth and 3. Kinsella the throw again, and it's batted down! I'm not sure who'll get a hand in it for Tomah. Big play. Tomah takes over. 8:41 to go, leading 14-10.
Well, I don't want to give credit where it isn't due, but I thought it was Von Hayden, but I'm not absolutely sure. But a good play that time by whoever it was. A great play.
Tomah running with T.J. Bramwell, and T.J. for about 6 for Tomah.
Now it was T.J. Bramwell who fumbled the handoff on the last possession, and you know he's been bottled up all afternoon. He's probably getting frustrated and then fumble, so I know the kind of kid he is. He wants the football right here. He wants to make amends, and he wants to be the guy.
Well, at a gain of 6 for Bramwell. Clock just seems to crawl when you're ahead. 14-10 Tomah. Little more than 8 minutes to go in the game. Running again with Houston this time. Jarvis Houston. Third and a long 2 for Tomah coming up. Closer to 3 actually. 14 unanswered third quarter points for Tomah. They lead the defending Division II state champion Menomonie Indians 14-10. 7:40 and running to go in the game. Third down and 2 now for Tomah. Running again, and there's Bramwell straight ahead, and he did not get it. He did not get the first down at Bramwell. And on the punt will be Travis Mangine.
Yeah, he just needed about another yard in there, but wasn't able to get it. So Tomah, who had a good drive going here, is going to have to give it back to Menomonie. You hate to give them those opportunities, and you want to keep their offense off the field, but Tomah unable to do it on this drive.
Mickelson and Cruz back deep for the punt from Mangine. Cruz, who had a heck of a punt return earlier in the game, looking for some room to the outside. Flags everywhere. Penley coming up on Menomonie. Flags all over the place. Clipping on the run back. Penley on Menomonie. They start inside their own 10 now. Kinsella wants to throw. Looking downfield, and it's incomplete. 6:47 to go. Okay. 6:47 to go in the game. Pepper in for Tomah. Powell out. At the moment, 14-10. Tomah leading Menomonie. Second and 10 inside their own 10 is Menomonie, following the clip on the run back. Consella looking to air it out again, and the coverage is good, and it's 3rd and long now. So all of a sudden, Wags have abandoned the run, putting Pepper in there to give Tomah an extra back in there now, and taking Powell out. Big play here, 3rd and long. You don't get anything here, you have to punt. And the Indians should get it back inside midfield.
And they've made some awful big 3rd down plays there on a couple of 3rd and longs, but they got to make one here.
3rd down and 10 from Menomonie. Down by 4 to Tomah. Looking to run with Michelson, and there goes Michelson. Michelson on the run. Sayer on the stop for Tomah. So they pass, and then run, and had Tomah think and pass. 1st down Menomonie at their own 22-yard line, down 14-10 to Tomah, 6.5 to go.
Well, again, a good team like Menomonie, reaching down and coming up with a big play when they need one.
So they lulled us with the pass and then run with Michelson. There's Michelson again from Menomonie, and Michelson finding some yardage now. Near another 1st down is Michelson. Eric Michelson, 5'9", 175-pound senior. Clock winding down to 6 minutes to go in the game. Tomah 14, Menomonie 10. 6 minutes exactly to go now. 2nd and short from Menomonie. Michelson again, 1st down Menomonie. Betts on the stop among others for Tomah. Well, Menomonie, Dave, has been there. They have not won state championships like they have. Very confident football team, 1st and 10 now. Michelson this way, and Michelson getting some big yardage now from Menomonie.
Brisky on the stop, along with Dunn.
Dunn and Brisky over there for Tomah. Well, they're running with Michelson right now, and Michelson's answering the call. 2nd and 4, 5:20 and running to go in the game. 14-10, Tomah.
Yeah, they're spreading the defense out on a lot of these runs, and that's what they've been successful doing all day long when they have had success.
Michelson, option pass. Michelson looks to throw, and it's picked up! Yes! Picked off! But he was out of bounds with Sayer.
Dropped it.
Well, he dropped it, okay. Well, Wags, you're at a better angle than I am. I thought Sayer had caught it, but apparently he dropped it.
Wow, it would have been a great catch if he would have. He stretched out there, had it look like it went right through his hands there.
All right, 3rd down and 4 now, Menomonie. Down by 4 to Tomah. Michelson again, flags on the play. Here goes Michelson, flags on the play. But now let's check out the penalty, and holding on Menomonie. Holding on Menomonie.
Take the ball back to the 32-yard line of Menomonie. 3rd down.
Holding on Menomonie, so it's 3rd down and 14 now. Following the holding penalty, Consella to throw, Consella out there, fumble! And it's Tomah football! Yes!
Tell you what, Greg, he just came in for Eric Von Hayden, who came to the sideline limping, and he just made probably the biggest play of his high school career right there.
Dave Helming recovers the fumble. Tomah starts at their own 20-yard line of Menomonie, leading by 4.
Yeah, Von Hayden's had some injury problems in this game, and he's been in and out of there, and he just come up with a big play for Tomah.
DJ for a couple. Huge fumble recovery by Dave Helming, a 6'3", 200-pound junior. 4:20 and running to go in the game. Timeout, I believe there was a timeout on the field right here. No, apparently not. Clock continues to run, just over 4 minutes to go. Tomah 14, Menomonie 10. Indians trying to take advantage of a fumble recovery. Mark Zilmer wants to throw. Zilmer looking downfield, and and it's incomplete. Almost picked off by Dave Cruz in the end zone. Now it's 3rd down and 7 for Tomah. 3:56 to go. 14-10 Tomah.
One time where I think, Greg, you're probably glad we're playing in the afternoon here, in this nice November afternoon, because he was looking right back into the sun. That ball hit him right in the hands, and he couldn't hang on to it. But I believe it was the sun that got him.
Tomah needs 7 on 3rd down now, leading by 4 against Menomonie. Here's Jarris Houston, and nothing there for Jarris. And now do you try a field goal if you're Tomah? A field goal would put you up by 7. But Andy Nelson missed a field goal early in the game. And the defense has played so well. You got to believe they're going to rely on their defense if they don't score here. 4th down and 8. Leading at the moment 14-10 is Tomah. 3.5 to go. They need 8. And they run with Bramwell, and they stay conservative. And Menomonie will take over on downs.
On the loss of downs, Menomonie will take over on their own 15-yard line. 3:19 to go.
Menomonie takes over at their own 15-yard line. 3:19 to go. Tomah leading 14-10. And Menomonie starts deep in their own territory, running with Mickelson, and nothing there for Mickelson. Josh Eagleson there for Tomah. The Indians of Tomah with a 4-point lead on the defending Division II state champion Menomonie Indians. 3 minutes to go. Menomonie 2nd and long at their own 15. Consella wants to throw. Consella gets it away with a man wide open. 1st down Menomonie. He had some time, but the pressure came late. Wiesner on the reception. 1st down Menomonie. At the 27, their own 27. 2:40 to go. Tomah leading by 4, 14-10. Weiser with the reception for the 1st down from Menomonie. Looking to run with Mickelson, and flags before the snap. Illegal procedure. Menomonie coming up.
Well, you get up to the line of scrimmage so fast, Greg, and you go on that quick count. That time it was very obvious not everybody was set that time for the full second, so they get the penalty. But, you know, Menomonie going into this fast-paced mode here, and that one kind of hurt them. But how many times have we seen them, like that last pass play, just come up with big play after big play to keep drives alive when they've absolutely needed it.
14-10 Tomah. 1st down and 15 now from Menomonie. Here's Consella looking to throw, the man wide open, and they'll get something out of it. Molnar on the reception. He was wide open in the flat. And they get a lot of it back. 2nd and about 4 now. 2nd and 4. Actually closer to 3. Football at the 34 of Tomah, at the 34 of Menomonie, running with Mickelson. Hit hard as Mickelson. 2-yard gain for Mickelson. 3rd and a yard coming up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Down to 1:40 to go. 14-10 Tomah.
Well, we may see one of those trick plays like we saw, halfback option or the reverse and then a flea flicker. You got to be ready for everything here.
They'll stay on the ground with Menomonie. Clock continues to run. 1:25 to go in the game. I don't think he has enough for the 1st down. They stopped the clock, though.
That's... They're going to call for a measurement, I think, here. They're probably going to measure, but I didn't look like he got much forward progress, if any at all, on that play. And if he doesn't get it, of course, then they've got to go in here and get the 1st down again. So, and that'll take even more time off the clock. But I expect them, as they're short, I expect them to try to fool Tomah some way here in the next minute.
Yeah, you don't have enough time, Dave, I don't think, to run the ball. a trick play, a long pass, something big they're going to need here. A 1:25 to go, a minute 25 remaining, 14-10, Tomah leading Menomonie, 4th and inches right here.
Yeah, I think you just need to lean forward here. You just need a quarterback sneak it. I don't think you can risk doing anything else in this situation. We'll see what Menomonie does.
1:25 to go in the game. Menomonie inside about their own 37-yard line, and a straight ahead keeper by Kinsella, as you figured they would do. Almost to the 40-yard line now is Menomonie, their own 40, 61 yards away from the end zone. And an injured player on the field for Menomonie right now, so we'll have a stoppage in play coming up. Well, you see 1:14 to go in the game. Still have a break in the action. A Menomonie player still on the field. We haven't been able to pick his number up for you. And Dave, the Tomah Indians, you pointed it out on right before the Helming fumble recovery. Eric Von Hayden. All these guys on defense. I mean, there's no tomorrow. These guys are leading at the moment 14-10. Senior dominated team on that field right now for Tomah's defense, as they have been all year. And as much as you don't like to see anybody get hurt, I think this is a break, a positive break. Tomah defense needs a little breather right here. They played hard, and 1:14 to go in the game. And they have a heck of a kicker in Hartog, but a field goal will not be a factor. Tomah leads by 4.
Yeah, you got to defend the end zone from here on out, but it's unfortunate this close to the end, somebody, possibly sustaining a very serious injury, but not putting any weight on that leg as they take him off there. But yeah, the Tomah defense, I think, needed a rest, but this gives them a lot of time to talk about what they want to do, especially if they do have to try one of their trick plays.
Football at the 39 of Menomonie following the injury timeout. 1st and down, Menomonie at their own 39. Looking to throw it over here on the left side, and they have Turner wide open. Wide open is Turner. Wendrick knocking him out of bounds. Now they're on Tomah's side of midfield. Down the Tomah 47, 61 seconds to go. Menomonie moving the ball, trailing by 4 to Tomah. At the 47 of Tomah now, 1st and 10. Kinsella wants to throw to the right side. Turner again wide open. It's the hook and ladder. It's the hook and ladder. It's Menomonie inside the 10.
That's the play we were watching for, Greg, and it worked to perfection that time. You knew that was coming. They were going to try some kind of trick play, and the Tomah defense that time, they'll take a timeout now, as now they've got their backs to the wall. But remember, Menomonie still needs a touchdown.
52 seconds to go in the game. Turner with the reception, and then the pass to Hartog, the old hook and ladder. And we talked about it, Dave. They didn't have enough time to stay on the ground. You knew they'd have to go to the air. They went to the air and set up the hook and ladder perfectly. 52 seconds to go. And it looks like they're at the Tomah 5-yard line, 5 yards away. Are the defending state champions from taking the lead back in this one with less than a minute to go now.
Well, they've been making the big play all day long just to get first downs when they absolutely needed them. And I'm sure Tomah talked about the fact that they were going to have to dig into their bag of tricks. But execution won out on that one because that was executed perfectly, and now they're knocking at the door. And Tomah defense has got to come up big now, probably looking at needing a turnover or at least stop them on downs and get the ball back.
At the 5-yard line of Tomah, 1st and goal, Menomonie.
52 seconds to go.
And it looked like they snapped the ball early, and it's going to be a penalty. Should be a penalty on Menomonie right here, a legal procedure. It looked like the center snapped it and nobody else is ready. So now they're back to the 11 of Tomah. Well, this is the game. It's that simple. Less than a minute to go. Menomonie at the Tomah 11. Down by 4 to Tomah, 14-10.
Yeah, it'll take one big play by the defense to win this football game. Who's going to make it?
On the handoff to Mickelson. And Mickelson battles for a couple yards, and that's all. Well, they're going to run this clock down as long as they can, will Menomonie. And now take a timeout. 42 seconds to go. Timeout Menomonie with 42 seconds to go. 42 seconds to go in the game, and at the moment, Tomah hangs on by 4 against Menomonie. Second and goal from Menomonie. 42 seconds to go. Kinsella looking to throw. Incomplete. Third down coming up. Well, he had 2 guys over there, and he overthrew Molnar. 37 seconds to go. Third and goal, Menomonie. At around the 8-yard line of Tomah. Tomah leading 14-10. And now Tomah will take a timeout. And wags the scoreboard will tell all you need to know. 37 seconds remaining. Third and goal, Menomonie at around our 8. 14-10, Tomah leading at the moment.
Not a factor.
Well, Bill Spires on the sidelines. Saw his team come from behind, 14 unanswered points in the third quarter. And Menomonie, to continue their season, needs to score now. Down by 4 to Tomah. So the Tomah Indian defense looking for a big play right here. Third and goal, Menomonie at the 8-yard line of Tomah. Kinsella looking to throw, has a man open. He's not in the end zone though. Bresky on the coverage for Tomah.
Around the 2-yard line.
Ball is at the 2-yard line of Tomah. Fourth and goal at the 2. Well, this is the season probably for one of these two teams right here. Timeout, Tomah.
Yeah, so it comes to one play, and I guess you can't ask for anything more from a fan standpoint. Got two good teams, two great teams coming in here, and it comes down to one play. You're going to win or lose on this one.
Well, Dave, we saw a heck of a celebration after the New London pass went incomplete on their 2-point conversion, and we went on to win that game 14-13. Now you have the defending state champions 2 yards away from scoring the go-ahead touchdown. 32 seconds is all that remains in the game. And Dave, they have a lot of options. You could see Kinsella roll out here. You could see a lot of possibilities here. So it's come down to one play for one of these teams right here. 32 seconds to go. Fourth and goal, Tomah trying to hold Menomonie. Tomah leading by 4. At the 2-yard line from Menomonie. They need 2 yards. They run with Michelson. He didn't get in the end zone. I don't think he got in. Tomah football.
I can't believe it, Greg. They drove straight ahead. They've had success, and when they've had success, they've spread the defense out, they've spread the field, and they needed to do that there. I can't believe they actually just tried to stuff it in against Von Hayden and Cramblett and that big defensive line, but they did. They got away from the fancy stuff. They went right to bread and butter football, but it didn't work, and the Tomah defense comes up huge.
You know, I can't believe it either, but I really don't care. Tomah 29 seconds away from knocking off the defending Division II state champion Menomonie Indians. And Wags, the Menomonie radio guys at the halftime, the one guy giving no credit at all to Tomah. And I guess it's hard to do a football game with blinders on.
Yeah, it certainly is, because, you know, Tomah just dominated that first quarter, even though they didn't get points on the board, and their radio people they just couldn't believe that we were only up 10 10-0. They thought they should have had a much bigger lead, I guess. But, you know, Tomah, we've seen them get far behind in ball games. The first game against Monroe comes to mind. They got behind, fell behind Logan. You know, this team has done this all year, really, and when they've had to have it, they've found ways to come back and win football games. But against a quality opponent like Menomonie and Monroe, I mean, that speaks volumes.
And if you're Tomah, Mark Zilmer straight ahead for Tomah. I don't know if they can stop the clock or not. I don't think they can. And the Indians have stunned Menomonie. Clock is just going to run out. Tomah has stunned Menomonie. Well, you see a very dejected Menomonie Indian team, Dave, and a very happy Tomah Indian team. So the Indians are going to be one game away from the state championship in Madison.
Oh, it's simply unbelievable. It really is. And again, for a coach, Joe Labuda, who's just been here and been won state titles and everything, that call on 4th down, not one of his better ones, obviously, but you see these players, neither team left anything on the field, and that's what you got to do in a situation like this. And when you're used to the success and everything that Menomonie is, you can understand the disappointment over there, and it would have been us had they got in there on that last 4th down play, because you know, Tomah to come that close to beating them and having lost would have just been devastating. But well, just a great football game.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Tomah Indians come from behind and win this one 14-10. So the season will continue for Tomah. And Dave, we've had businesses that have supported us